5 strangers awaken in a cold, dimly lit room, their hands bound and faces etched with panic. The air smells faintly of metal and dust, and a flickering screen hums ominously in the corner. None of them remembers how they got there. A voice, distorted and mechanical, echoes through hidden speakers. "Welcome to the hunt room. Survive or you die. Every choice has consequences." Panic spreads instantly as the floor vibrates and strange shapes move in the shadows. One of the strangers tries the door. It's locked. Another notices strange symbols carved into the walls, pulsating faintly like a heartbeat. Fear clashes with instinct as they try to find a way out, and tension grows with every passing second. When the first trap triggers a swinging blade, barely missing one of them, they realize this room is alive, testing them. Desperation drives them to work together, but mistrust lingers. As alliances form, whispers of their pasts surface, each hinting at a reason they were chosen. The rules are simple yet terrifying. Survive the hunt room or be erased completely. The realization hits they are not just players, they are prey. Their hearts pound, knowing that one wrong move could end everything in an instant. The survivors cautiously explore, discovering hidden panels, eerie corridors, and cameras watching every step. Clues hint that each of them was chosen for a reason, linked by secrets they hoped no one would uncover. Tension escalates when they find the first disappearance. A stranger vanished into thin air, leaving only a smear of blood and a note that reads, "Next." The room seems to feed on their fear, walls subtly shifting and traps activating unpredictably. Paranoia takes hold, and accusations fly as everyone questions who can be trusted. One character finds a key hidden behind a panel, giving a glimmer of hope, but it comes with a horrifying warning etched in red. Not all doors lead to safety. The strangers realize they are part of a sadistic experiment, and every decision carries a moral weight. Their personal demons begin surfacing, memories they tried to bury, secrets they hoped would stay hidden. The room forces them to confront their darkest fears, and alliances are tested as desperation grows. Every move is calculated, every glance suspicious, as they realize that survival may demand a price they are unwilling, or afraid, to pay. As the room's challenges grow more elaborate, the survivors split into pairs, navigating shifting floors and hidden corridors. Betrayal strikes as one character secretly sabotages a trap to save themselves, leaving the other in mortal danger. Flashbacks reveal each survivor's past sins, weaving a disturbing connection among them. Outside, a hidden observer monitors their every move, manipulating events with precision. One character begins decoding the room's cryptic symbols, realizing the hunt room adapts to their fears and desires. The realization that the room is sentient, or at least designed to mimic sentience, adds a new layer of horror. Tensions erupt as alliances crumble, and trust is nearly impossible. Hallucinations begin to creep in, blurring lines between reality and nightmare. Survival depends not only on cleverness, but on resisting the psychological torment the room inflicts. Fear becomes a weapon, turning friend against friend. Each trap, each puzzle, is a reflection of their personal weaknesses, their regrets, and their guilt. Every step forward feels like a step deeper into madness, and the survivors begin to understand that the hunt room is more than a physical prison. It is a psychological predator, and escaping may be the greatest challenge of all. Time accelerates as the survivors face rooms that exploit their deepest fears. Hallucinations twist reality, forcing impossible choices. A room collapses behind them, separating one survivor from the group, while another is faced with a deadly puzzle requiring them to risk their life to save a companion. Panic escalates as they realize the hunt room is alive, reacting to their emotions and decisions. Every sound, every shadow, is a potential threat. The survivors struggle to maintain rational thought, forming temporary alliances to survive traps that test strength, intelligence, and morality. Secrets are revealed under pressure, trust crumbles, and fear drives violence. A chilling revelation emerges. The room may feed on death as much as on fear. Every step forward reveals not only physical danger, but emotional torment, as the survivors confront the consequences of their past actions. The line between escape and death narrows, and the survivors understand that they cannot rely solely on each other. They must understand the room itself to survive. As the episode ends, one character disappears once more, leaving a chilling message. The hunt room is always watching, and it always collects its due. A stranger suddenly appears, seemingly immune to the room's traps, claiming insider knowledge of the hunt room's origin. Suspicion divides the group. Is this person an ally or another trap? The survivors uncover a hidden archive with audio recordings detailing the twisted purpose behind the room. It is a game created by the ultra-wealthy elite, wagering on human fear for entertainment. Their paranoia spikes as the reality sinks in. They are pawns in a sadistic game of power and profit. With renewed urgency, the survivors strategize, attempting to exploit the room's weaknesses. Solo ventures are attempted, some succeed briefly, others end in horrifying deaths. The newcomer guides them through complex puzzles, revealing the psychological triggers the room uses. Trust is fragile, fear omnipresent, and time dwindles. Every move could activate a lethal trap. Tensions reach a fever pitch as alliances and betrayals intertwine. The survivors realize that their escape depends not only on physical skill, but on understanding the minds that created the hunt room. With danger closing in and the shadow of death looming, each decision carries ultimate weight. Survival is no longer just about escape. It is about outsmarting those who control the room itself. Survivors regroup, battered and haunted by the previous losses. Each puzzle becomes more personal, forcing them to confront moral dilemmas and hidden sins. They stumble upon a chamber filled with messages from previous players who failed, their warnings cryptic and chilling. A growing sense of dread permeates the air. The room is evolving, learning from those trapped within it. The survivors debate whether to continue together or pursue separate paths to survival. Sacrifices are considered, and fear drives conflicts to deadly extremes. A glimpse of hope emerges when one survivor deciphers a pattern in the room's design, suggesting a possible exit strategy. The psychological torment intensifies, manifesting fears as real threats. Hallucinations, sudden deaths, and betrayals blur reality. The survivors realize the endgame is not merely survival, but transformation. Escaping without losing oneself is almost impossible. Every action is scrutinized by the room, every hesitation punished. As desperation grows, alliances are tested like never before, and the survivors must confront whether escaping the hunt room is worth the cost of losing humanity itself. As the final chamber approaches, tension reaches its peak. The room exploits every fear, every secret, every regret, turning the survivors' own minds against them. Betrayal strikes again when a trusted companion sacrifices another to save themselves. They discover the room's control center and learn the identity of the mastermind, a shadowy figure obsessed with human psychology and the thrill of fear. With time running out, only one plan remains: infiltrate the control system and shut down the hunt room. They navigate a series of deadly traps, testing their courage and intellect. Every step could mean death, but the survivors push forward. Secrets are revealed, alliances shift, and morality is tested to its limits. In a desperate gamble, they confront the mastermind directly, exploiting weaknesses in both the room and their opponent. Lives hang in the balance as the battle reaches a thrilling crescendo. The stakes have never been higher, and the survivors understand that their choices in these final moments will define who lives and who becomes a permanent part of the hunt room's dark legacy. Final showdown leaves the survivors battered, bleeding, and traumatized. They navigate traps designed to exploit every weakness, confronting both physical and psychological terror. Sacrifices are made, friendships shattered, and dark secrets are revealed. The mastermind's plan begins to unravel as the survivors exploit a flaw in the hunt room system, managing a daring escape. As they stumble into daylight, the relief is temporary. Surveillance cameras still flicker in the distance, and one survivor glimpses another group waking up inside a new room. The chilling realization hits they may have escaped, but the hunt room is not finished. It continues, endless, relentless, and evolving. The camera pans over the empty room, then cuts to a shadowy figure observing from afar, smiling. The survivors are free, but the terror they endured lingers, and a sinister new chapter looms. The story ends with a haunting question: how many more will be trapped, and how long before the hunt room claims its next victims?